Yes, Thu Thảo, please answer me. Can anyone hear what she's saying?
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I forget to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
So I remember the job analysis include information that which was collected to tell the employee what to do. Yes.
Okay, very good. We analyze the job. We collect information about the job, about what are the responsibility, the duties, the task, the working procedure, or the requirement for the job. So last week, did we play? Did we do one small exercise about the hotel housekeeping? Yes or no? No. Okay. So let's see. UH. Okay. UH hotel. We have one UH hotel which has 100 rooms. Okay. So in the hotel there will be some housekeeper, right? Do you know who is the housekeeper in the hotel? Yes or no? Housekeeper is someone who clean the hotel room. So based on the information, based on the workflow analysis, it is expected that one housekeeper needs 30 minutes to clean a hotel room. Okay. And next year, the next month, the hotel will be fully booked. So now, how many housekeepers do we need to hire? Yes, Thành Công, tell me.
I think one because one housekeeper is manage the task and divide to employee to do the task of the in the hotel.
Yeah. Now, how many housekeepers do we need to clean the room? Because one housekeeper in half an hour can clean only one room. Okay, so if we have 100 hotel rooms to clean, so how many housekeepers do we need to have? The hotel has 100 rooms. Okay, hotel has 100 rooms, so they need housekeeper, and one housekeeper can clean a hotel room in 30 minutes. So now, if we have 100 rooms to clean, so how many housekeepers do we need to have? Hmm, how many? Nghĩa, can you guess how many hours do they work per day? By law, how many hours? 8 hours. Very good. 8 hours. 8 hours. Good. So yes, Phương, Huyền, sorry Huyền. Phương Huyền, tell me. Okay. I saw another the hand raised. I didn't catch up the name. What fact, right? Yes, what fact? Tell me, please.
Yes. I think maybe we will hire uh from five to seven housekeeper.
Why? Why? Why do you have the number from 5 to 7?
Because based on the hours they work per day and the time to they clean the room, and I calculate that if we have from five to a housekeeper per day, they can clean almost the room, because not always the room had to clean, because uh, they can share with each other.
Uh,
Um,
yes.
like
Yes. Continue. Fact. Continue.
yeah, like if the housekeeper A have clean maybe five room, they can uh but the hotel need clean two room more, and the others can help the housekeeper A to do this. And I think is the needs of mm, the number of housekeeper we need to hire
From 5
to eight
to 8.
or seven. Like
Okay. Very good. Thank you. What fact? And Nghĩa, tell me.
Yeah, I think uh, we should hire 8 to 9 housekeeper,
Do not.
because uh, housekeeper can can clean 2 room in an hour, and they work for 8 hour a day. So it means in a day they can clean uh, 16 room. So I take 100 divide uh, 16, so we have around six uh, theory, theory, theoretically we need to hire around 6, but I think in the reality uh, uh, the housekeeper cannot work straight. I think they work and they have a rest, so it takes a little more time to uh, uh, this means they cannot clean up to 16 room a day. It's maybe 13 or 12 or 13. So and and maybe some of the housekeeper maybe they get sick or something. They can have a day leave. So yeah, we have to try more than the uh, demand. The demand in case of something happens.
Okay. So, is there? Thank you, Nghĩa. Is there any other opinions? Okay. So you see, one housekeeper will need half an hour to clean a hotel room. So for one day, how many hotel rooms can a housekeeper clean? No, not 16. Not 100. Phương Anh, why 100? One housekeeper only. 10. No. Answer is 15. They will take half an hour break. Yeah, they need to take a break. So half an hour. Not only half an hour. So now for one day, they need to clean about 15 rooms. Hmm? No, normally the break is only half an hour. Okay. Normally the break is only half an hour. So they take the break. So for one day they clean about 15 rooms. So for 100 room we would need about 6 point something. Okay, I would take 7. I would take 7. We need to hire about 7 people. Okay. So Nghĩa was very good. So he mentioned something about when the employees get sick or when the employees they don't have enough help to clean all of the room. Okay. Actually, that is not the excuse. That is not the excuse. When we hire the employees, we for the position of the housekeeper, we need to look for people who has the strength, the physical ability to clean the hotel rooms. And we need to tell them, you need to finish one room in 30 minutes. Okay, we don't say, oh, you can do it in 12 or 13 rooms. No, we tell them, we give them sorry, we give them the the workflow analysis. We tell them, you see, this is the process. You do this, you do that. You finish cleaning the hotel rooms in half an hour. And that's what the employees have to do. Why is the break time included in the work time? Oh, why not? Because we have to give them the break. Okay, we pay them for 8 hours, but it has to include the break. Otherwise, they can't do their job. Otherwise, they can't do their job. So there are some other companies. There are some other companies. They will say, okay, you work for 8.5 hours, including half an hour break, but you earned only 8 hours. Okay. There are some other companies. They ask the employees to work for. They work for why is the break time included in the class time? You mean in our class? Normally, it is not included. If you think about that, we study five periods. Okay, we study 5 periods. 5 periods time 45 minutes per period, and then you add 30 minutes break hours. 30 minutes time. Okay, so that's why we study from quarter to 1 until 5 because the break time. Okay. So in our school, what we do is it is similar to some other to some hotels. They will ask the employees to work for 8.5 hours. Okay, but they only pay 8 hours because they say I already give you half an hour for break. So it is not. So now in this example, what we can conclude, we need to hire about 7. We need to hire about 7 employees. Okay, for the job, for the work of cleaning. So what happened if we hire only 5 people? What happened if we hire only 5 people? Yes. Thành Công, tell me.
I think they will not do enough clean enough the room, and they very tired, and they will nghỉ việc.
What is nghỉ việc? They will quit the job. Yeah, very good. They will quit that job. Very good. Okay. What happened if we hire more people? If we hire, let's say 8, let's say 9 housekeeper, will it be any problem? So now we're supposed to hire 7 people in place. What happened? Is there any potential issues if we hire 9 people? Very good. We increase the cost, the operating cost, the labor cost, which might affect the profit of the company. Okay, so what to do now? We need to think about how many employees we would need for the job, and we hire them, we prepare them exactly. Not more, not less, but exactly how much we need. Okay. And so that is why today we are going to discuss the concept of human resource planning. Okay, this is another practice of human resource management in which we will try to focus. We will try to focus how many employees that we have to prepare. Okay, we have to think about what to do with the numbers of the employees that we need. What happens if we need more employees? What happens if we need less employees? Okay, and after that we have to implement. Okay, we have to implement. We have to hire more people, for example. We have to fire people, for example. Okay, and that is the process of human resource planning that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first of all, when we talk about human resource planning, we talk about preparing the labor force. Okay, so how to prepare the labor force now? Okay, first of all, we think about how many the current situations of the company. Okay, how many employees do we have at the moment? Okay, we think about how many employees do we have? Who are they? What are their skills? What are their characteristics? Or what are their ability? We think about our current situation of our labor force. And then we think about the future. Okay, the future of the company. Where we are going for. Okay, in the future, what do we need about labor force? Do we need more employees? Do we need less employees? Are we going to expand our business? Okay, and then we compare what we have and what we need in the future. And that is human resource planning. So first of all, what is human resource planning? When you hear the word human resource planning, what comes to your mind? Or what do you think of? Yes. Let's start with Nghĩa first and then Phát. Okay.
Yeah, I think human resource planning is we plan about we plan on how many employees and we should hire in the future in order uh, to meet the demand of the company.
Okay. Very good. Why the future?
Uh, because it takes time to hire, so you have to hire in advance to.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Very good, Nghĩa. Yes. Thank you. And then Phát, tell me.
I agree with Nghĩa about the planning, and one suggestion idea is another way to say about human resources planning is I think that is the process of we forecast the human manpower we need and determine as how existing human resources capability of our organization can use to meet these requirements.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Two of you. Any other opinions? Girls, why you are so quiet? Okay. Anyone? Okay, I'm calling some name. Let's see. Ngọc Dầu, are you here? Why? Oh my God. Just calling some name. If you don't answer me, it means you are not here. Okay. Ngọc Dầu, first time. Okay. Yes. So tell me, in your opinion, what is human resource planning? What do you think about human resource planning? Okay, so just like Nghĩa and Fact already mentioned. Yes, Long, please tell me.
I think human resource planning we have to focus about labor in the company and so and the next we will recruitment some people to into a company and about financial to pay their the money.
Okay, thank you very much. Very good. So human resource planning, it is the process of the organization, okay, to make sure that they always have enough employees for operation. Okay, the process in which human resource management will make sure that their organization always have enough employees for operation. So how to prepare now? We move from what we are having at the moment, from our current situation at the moment, to the desired situation that we plan to have. Okay. So with human resource planning, the company will try to have the right numbers of the employees. Not too more, not too less. Okay. And those people, they need to have the right requirement. So we look for the right people, the right number of the people, the right kind of people, and then we will assign them to the right positions at the right time. So only when we need them, we will have them. Okay. Only when we need the employees, we will have the employees. So that in the company, we always have enough employees to do the job. Okay, for operation, just like Nghĩa Phát and Long just mentioned. So now, for human resource planning, sorry, who can conduct human resource planning? Okay, human resource planning can be conducted at the macro level and the micro level. So what is macro level? In your opinion, what is macro level? Just like macroeconomics and microeconomics that you already studied. Tell me, what is macro? Yes, tell me, Long.
Uh, it's my opinion. Macro, we talk about the index, about the GDP, PPP, blah 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 blah, and the next we will to talk about the inflation and don't forget about the labor and something. That's on.
Okay, thank
This I remember.
you. Thank you very much, Long. And then Thành Công.
I think macro level such as healthcare system, policy, law, and international environment. I think so.
Okay. Okay, thank you. How about Thảo, right? Thảo, you raise your hand.
To me, the definition of macro level is that the workers, they are in work, and their position is good enough to ask for increased salary.
Okay. No, that is not macro.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk about Thái Thành.
I think macro level in HR planning is about in the big overview or big picture of a nation, or even the long term strategies for a nation.
Not exactly. But yes, thank you very much. You got some point already. And then Nghĩa.
Yeah, I think macro human resource planning is in a more bigger sector, more bigger dimension, like
No. Either more or bigger, not more bigger.
bigger
Bigger.
dimension, like in an industry, in an economy system. So maybe the economists, they will analyze what industry or what sector should the country should focus, should need more employees. So they will give a plan of how to increase the manpower to work in that section or industry. For example, in the IT, the field of IT, currently our country is in lack of IT IT employees. So the government will implement deploy some strategy like they will provide more something as benefit to the student who study in that major. So that's how they are planning to increase the number of employees.
Okay, thank you very much. And one last thank you very much, Nghĩa. And one last opinion. Thư, tell me.
Yes, in my opinion, I think human resource planning at macro level is include technology, government influence, unemployment rate or employment rate, and impact of the law and government.
Okay. Most of you, when you mention the law, the government or something like that, actually you refer to the external factor. Okay. When we talk about macro, it is like what Fab just mentioned. They are large scale. We talk about something big, and micro we talk about something small. Okay. So human resource planning at macro level. Who can conduct? Long, thank you very much. Leave your camera on, okay? Yeah. Otherwise, I feel so lonely. I'm alone with on the black screen. I don't see anyone. So who can conduct human resource planning at the macro level? Someone Nghĩa, you mentioned who can conduct human resource planning at the macro level?
I think it's there could be bộ trưởng.
No, that is Prime Minister. We talk about general. It is the government,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Okay, Bộ trưởng is Prime Minister. Okay. No, Ministry. Okay, yes, Nghĩa. You want to say something?
No, I
Okay.
it's wrong.
Okay. So the government they can conduct human resource planning for the whole country. Like in Vietnam, we focus in the future how it looks like. We do human resource planning for one special sector or one special industry. So that is human resource planning at the macro level. We also have human resource planning at the micro level. So who would conduct human resource planning at the micro level? Who? The unit level, departmental level, or job level. So now who would conduct human resource planning at the micro level? The company. It is any company or any organization. Yes, Thành Công, tell me.
I think companies or customer will conduct at the micro level.
Okay, very good. Ngọc, tell me. Nguyên Ngọc, tell me, how do you think about his answer? Do you agree or disagree?
I think customer not conduct. I think the CEO or the board of director of the company will conduct the HR ranking at the micro level.
The CEO? Thái Thanh, how do you think about his answer?
I agree with Ngọc opinion. I think it's the board of directors of the company can conduct the micro level in HR planning
Okay, so
and not the customer.
yes, not the customer, obviously. Absolutely. However, should the CEO or the board director conduct human resource planning? Yes or no? So if yes, so why would we need the human resource department? The answer should be no. Normally, it is the job of human resource department. Okay, but basically, the organization that will conduct human resource planning at the unit level. So what does it mean? Unit level is human resource planning for the whole company, or human resource planning for one particular department, or human resource planning for one particular job. Okay. So within our scope, the scope of our class, we only focus on human resource planning at the micro level. So how human resource management conduct human resource planning for the whole company, for one particular department, or for one particular job. Okay. So this is the process of human resource planning, in which there are three steps. First, we focus the labor demand and the labor supply in order to determine the labor surplus or the labor shortage situation. Secondly, we set the goal and the plan of what to do in order to deal with the labor surplus or the labor shortage. And after that, we implement the program. Okay, so what is implement? Does anyone remember what is implementing? Carry on, very good. Conduct, very good. We put it into action. Okay, and that is the process of human resource planning. Now we go into step by step. Step one, we will focus. Okay, we focus the labor supply, we focus the labor demand, we focus the labor. So what is forecasting? What is forecast? Yes, Thái, Võ Thái Thanh.
I think forecasting it. We talk about the job, determine the job and about the advantages, the benefits, or also the risk of the job. So that's why we can forecast some solutions to solve the problems.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Thái Thành. Let's talk about Nguyên Ngọc. Do you agree with her?
I agree, but I think predict forecast the uh, predict the future of the demand of what we need in future. Predict the future.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ngọc. And then Thảo, tell me.
I have the same idea with Lu Ngọc. So forecasting, I think, is like the to anticipate and predict something gonna likely to happen based on the data in the past or data in the present. Yeah.
Okay, so very good. So forecasting is predicting. We try to analyze things and we try to predict what will happen in the future. Okay, so forecasting, it is predicting or analyzing or anticipating of what will happen in the future. So we try to forecast at the end of this year how many people will fly with Vietnam Airlines. We try to forecast how many people would travel to Ho Chi Minh City. We try to forecast how many employees we need at the end of the year. Okay, that is forecast. We think about the future. So now, what are some methods that we can use in order to forecast? Let's talk about one example, okay? So we want to forecast. We want to forecast the numbers of the international visitor travel to Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, the number of the international visitors travel to Ho Chi Minh City in December 2022. Okay, what can we do? Or what should we do? How to forecast now? If we want to forecast the numbers of the international visitor travel to Ho Chi Minh City in December 2022. Yes, Nghĩa, tell me.
Yeah, I think we will look at the previous number. I think look at the history, the number of the international visitor, and we will calculate what is the in the average increasing percent. So
Okay.
basically we will use the old number to focus.
Okay, very good. So you can use the old number. But what does it mean, old number? Where are those old number, or what does it mean?
And the previous the bus number.
Okay, so can you be more specific? What type the bus number we can use here?
Like you can use the number of international visitor, maybe 5 years before, and maybe we will also looking at the situation right now. The COVID-19 had just gone, so we can we can we can believe that in the next year the international visitor traffic will increase. We can use another data can related to.
Okay. Okay, very good. So first of all, as just like he said, we can use the number from the past, from the history. So maybe we check the numbers of international visitors get travel to Ho Chi Minh City in December 2021, December 2020, December 2019, 18, 17, for example. So we have some overview how the trend will go. Okay, we use those numbers and then we use linear regression. Did you study linear regression? Yes or no? It should be yes. The answer should be yes. Okay, so the computer from all of the numbers they will expect to you how the trend will go up or go down in the future in December of 2022. Okay, and that is statistical methods. We use the data, we use the info, the numbers, okay, to predict the trend, to forecast the trend. Okay, but Nghĩa also mentioned that if we look at the numbers in 2020 and 2021, how do they look like? The numbers of 2020 and 2021.
I think will decrease significantly because due to the COVID-19.
Okay, so there are some unexpected situations. There are some unexpected events, unusual events. So what to do now? We should not just use statistical methods. Instead, we should use another one, the judgmental method. So what does it mean, judgmental? What does it mean, judgmental? When you hear the word judgmental, what do you think of? Yes, Long, tell me.
Okay, we can have the list or about the forecast and about it exactly to recruitment some employee or and with the money to pay.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That can be one option. Very good. What else? What is judgmental when you hear the word? To judge, right? To judge. To use. Yes, Nghĩa.
Yeah, I think we will use logical thinking to predict.
Very good. Logical thinking or critical analysis skill. Yes. Thái Thanh, tell me.
I think we use the judgmental method when we don't have enough data to forecast industry or something like.
Okay, so what should we use to forecast now? If we don't use the number, the data, what should we use to forecast now?
Maybe we use the logical thinking.
Of whom? Of whom? We use the critical logical thinking or critical analysis skill of whom? Of the expert. Of the expert specialist. Okay. Okay, so at this year last time, the government in Ho Chi Minh City, they organized many different meetings. Meeting with the healthcare expert, with the economic expert, with many other experts to discuss when COVID will be over, when we can open for business again. So that is judgmental methods. We use the logical thinking, the critical analysis skill of the expert. So the expert, they will evaluate the situation and they will come up with some solution. Okay, and that is judgmental methods. So in your opinion, which one do you prefer? Statistical methods or judgmental methods? Yes, Nghĩa.
Yeah, I think we should use both of them because every of them have their advantage, advantage and disadvantage.
Okay, very good. That is a very clever answer. However, now if you have to choose one, which one do you choose and why? Thành Công, tell me.
Uh, uh, I will choose statistical method because I think if we have enough data, we can decide a good decision.
Okay, very good. So when should we use statistical methods? Is it available and applicable to every company, every situation? No. So when should we use or when can we use statistical methods? When? Yes, fact, tell me.
I think we can use it. We can use this method when we have enough data, and that data is clear and suit for our situations.
Okay, so first we have the data. We must have the number. Okay, so if we can collect enough data, okay, collect enough number of statistics, we should use statistical methods. What else? What else? We have the data. And what else? What are another condition to use statistical methods?
Sorry, can you speak again the question, please?
Okay, the question is, beside having enough data, what what is the other condition? What is the other condition that we need to have in order to use statistical methods? What do you mean the trend? Work fast?
I mean that that the directions of the data follow like we can like the percentage of increasing like this.
No, no. So can we use statistical data now? Yes or no? In this years, we use statistical methods. Yes or no? Yeah.
Yeah, I think no, because our 3 years, 3 years from như là những năm gần đây nó
Recently.
yeah, 3 years recently the world situation is not stable, so
Very good.
also that is not correct and it rise and fall.
Okay.
It's hard to use.
Very good. So you see, recently there are some unexpected or unusual activities. So it would be very difficult to evaluate the statistical data and to make the conclusion. So if we want to use statistical methods, we need to first have the data, collect enough data. Secondly, the economic should be stable. Okay, then we can use statistical methods. Otherwise, when the economy is going through some difficult time, it is better to use the judgmental methods. Okay. Okay. So what do we forecast now? First of all, we forecast the labor demand. So what is labor demand? When we forecast the labor demand, which what are we doing? Or which question do we try to answer? Yes, thành công.
I think we will answer how many labor we need and how many money we have to pay for them.
No,
At least.
no. Only how many employees we would need in the future, and that's good already. Okay, very good. Forecasting the labor demand is answer the questions how many employees do we need in the future. Okay, so if we conduct human resource planning for December 2022, so now we forecast the labor demand. We try to answer the questions how many employees do we need for December 2022. Okay, so that is the labor demand. How about the labor supply? So we forecast the labor supply. What does it mean? What does it mean? Tell me. When we forecast the labor supply. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I think we forecast labor supply is we predict that there are how many labor are seeking job in the labor market.
No. That would be too big for a company to forecast. Right? We don't know how much. Not so much about everyone else. Okay, thành công, tell me.
I think the company will answer the question how many employee are seeking the job in the in the area of uh, of task, which company hire? I think so.
No, no. In labor demand, we focus how many employees would we need in the future. So how about labor supply? Yes, playing it.
Um, um, in labor supply, we will predict how many labor we need in the future.
Very good. That's it. How? Sorry, can you repeat what you just said?
How many labor we need in the future?
That is the labor demand.
Sorry.
How many people we need? That is the labor demand. Fact, tell me.
I think that we will predict the number of people we need in every department.
We need. That is the labor demand. Right? How many people do we need? That is the labor demand. And we are talking about the labor supply, Thảo.
I think we should talk about how many employee currently in a company. Present.
Okay. Why? We are talking about the future. Why the present? Right? We are talking about the future. Human resource planning is for the future. So, who's next? Yeah.
Yeah, it is how many labor we could get in the future. We will be able to hire in the future.
You'll be able to hide in the future? No, not exactly. Not exactly. Ngon. Ngon. Kim Ngon.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
I think that the labor supply is the number of people that can apply for our that they available for our.
Available. No, not they are available. Yes, no.
I think we will predict how many people we will meet when we hire.
We will meet.
Yeah.
No, no, that is a little bit strange. So labor supply, supply is what we have, right? With labor supply, we talk about how many employees we would have in the future. Okay, so in human resource planning, when we talk about the labor supply, we try to focus how many people, how many employees, or how many labor we would have in the future. Okay, why? Because if we have 100 employees now, so at the end of this year, in December of 22, do we have the same numbers of the employees? Yes or no? If now we have 100 employees, so at the end of this year, do we have the same 100 employees? In your opinion, yes or no? No, no. Very good. Why? Because some people might retire, they might quit their job, they might transfer to another job. Therefore, we need to focus in the future how many employees we would have. Okay, so labor supply In human resource planning process, labor supply is we look at our labor force. We try to forecast in the future. How many labor force do we have? How many employees we would have? Okay. So how to forecast the labor supply now? We can use this table. This is the transitional matrices. With this table, you can see with this table, you can see how different jobs in the company move. How they move up, they move down, they transfer to another jobs, or basically they just quit their job. Okay. Okay. So in this example, it shows the numbers of the employees in how many positions? The table in the slide. How many positions? How many jobs? Can you see here? No, not 8. No, only 7. Can someone tell me the 7 jobs? Yes, Titan.
I think it's about sales manager, sales representative, sales apprentice, assistant plant manager, production assembler, and clerical.
Okay, very good. So we have 7. We have 7 jobs in this table. So with this table, we can see how people in different job transfer or move around the company. And in this example, there are 2 numbers, 2015 and 2018. So how to read the numbers here? We can read the numbers, we can understand the numbers from the top to the bottom and from the left to right. Okay? Top to bottom and left to right. How do you want to read the number now? Top, top to bottom or left to right? How? Tell me. Yes, thành công.
I think we will read left to right
Oh.
based on the follow of the time.
Okay, from left to right. Okay, from left to right. From left to right. When when we look at the number from left to right, we answer the questions. People in 2015, what would they become or what happened to them in 2018? Okay, so we have so we see how people move from 2015 to 2018. So here, one it is sales managers, representative, leadership, assistant, production, production assembler, and sorry, okay, and the okay, sorry. When we look from left to right, we see how people move to different positions. Okay, from 2015 to 2018. So now let's look at the number. First of all, if I have 100 sales managers in 2015, here, if I have 100 sales manager in 2015, what would they become in 2018? What could be their future? in 2018? So first we see here 85 in number one. So what does it mean? Number one is sales managers. So 95 of them are in the same position. They are the sales manager again. And then we have 5 in 8. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Long, tell me.
Far that they change the work to the a that not in organization.
So what does it mean?
Mean that they change the they don't work as a sales manager.
They don't work in our company anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Not in the organization. It means they don't work for us anymore. Very good. Okay, let's talk about number 2. If in 2015 I have 100 sales representative, what happened to them in 2018? What could they become in 2018? Yes, fact, tell me.
If we have 100 sales representative in 2015, and in 2018 we only have five of them is five of them move to the move to the sales manager,
What does it mean?
not a
They got
job.
no, they got what?
They change
They got
the
promotion.
position.
They got promotion.
Yes,
Okay, very good. Next.
and 16 of them is still work at the same position,
Very
and
good.
and 35 ones is leave the firm.
Okay, 35 them are not in the company anymore. Very good. Let's see if, and one last example. If I have 100 assistant plant manager in 2015, what could happen to them to 2018? If I have 100 assistant plant manager in 2015, what would happen to them in 2018? Yes, Ngọc.
I see that in 2018, 90 of assistant plant managers stay on their work, their position, and five of them got a promotion, and five
No, 5 of them got demotion.
demotion. Sorry,
Okay.
and
Okay.
have done with the job.
Okay, very good. So you see, when we look at the number from the left to right, we can see how they move to the future. We look at the future. Okay. And then we have from top to down. Okay. So what does it mean here? From top to down. Okay. If we look at the number from top to down, we answer the questions here. We answer the questions. People in 2018, where did they come from? Where did they come from? We look at the past. Okay. When we read the number from top to down, we look at the past of the employees. So now if I have 100 sales managers in 2018, where did they come from in 2015? If now I have 100 sales managers, Where were they in 2015? Thành Công.
Uh, 95 of them come from sales managers, and 5 of them come from sales representative.
Okay. And that's it? Yes or no?
And no one left the firm. No one outside to the company.
Very good.
To the
Yes. Okay, very good. No one will hide from outside. Okay, let's look at the next one. If we have 100 sales representatives in 2018, where did they come from? Yeah. Yes, Nghĩa, tell me.
Yeah, 60% of them are uh, the, the rest are the our sales representative, and 20% of them are sales apprentice, and the last 20% of them is not in the organization.
So what does it mean? Not in the organization?
Uh, they come from another company or somewhere else, not got promotion in this company.
Okay, we hire them from outside. Okay,
Yes.
we hire them from outside. And okay, let's talk about the sales apprentice. If we have 100 sales apprentices now in 2018, where did they come from in 2015? Where? Okay, what we have? If we have 100 sales apprentices here in 2018, where did they come from in 2015? Tell me. Sorry, fact, what fact?
Yes. 50 of them come from sales apprentice from since 2015, and 50 is was hired from outside.
Very good. So you can see, very good. Thank you. So you can see now from the table here, we can see how people move from different position, how they move in or how they move out of the company, so that we have some overview of how many employees we would have in the future, or where did they come from. Okay, so it can help us to plan, to to forecast the labor supply, to forecast how many people we would have in the future. Okay, and that is this transitional matrices. Do you have any questions about these figures, this table? Any questions? Okay, very good. So now we focus the labor demand and the labor supply, right? We focus the labor demand and the labor supply. So what factors affect the labor demand and the labor supply? What factor will affect the labor demand and the labor supply? Okay, let's see. There are many factors that might affect how many people do you need or how many people would you have. Those factors are divided into external factor and internal factors. So what is external factor? Does anyone remember what is external factor? Yes, what fact? Tell me.
In this situation, the external factor I think is that the factors that come from outside the firm.
Okay, very good. That is external factor. Okay, so what kind of external factor now? Okay, so first of all, the government policy. So let's say, so when you want to go to another country, you have to apply for the visa, right? So when people want to travel to Vietnam, some of them has to apply for visa as well. So now, let's say at the end of this year, the government they said they will increase the visa fee. Okay, they say they will increase the visa fee. So how does it affect Vietnam Airlines? Yes. What fact? Tell me.
I think after the state, the number of travelers will Vietnam Airlines will decrease.
Very good. So now, do we need more or do we need less employees?
We need less employees because
Very
the
good.
is increased.
Very good. So you see the government policy. So let's see another example. Okay, let's see another example of the government policy. The government policy related to what? Do you have another example for me? How the government policy affect the the labor demand? Yes, let's see. Theo mình nghĩa.
Yes, I think it may be a law uh, like minimum wage. Like if the government increase the minimum wage, uh, I think the company maybe the the fee the cost for the employees will increase, so so maybe they will need less they will need fewer employees, so they will
But
make.
yeah, but if you think about that, if they need less employees, would they have enough people to do their job,
Yes.
right? So when the government they have the new policy about the minimum wages, so maybe it will affect the labor supply. More people will need the job. More people will stay with the company. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So another example, for example, the government. Okay. For example, you see, Russia. Russia. What happened recently? They start the war with Ukraine, right? Yes or no? For a few months already, they start the war with Ukraine. So what happened now? Many company they withdraw. Okay, they don't operate many international company. They don't operate in Russia anymore. So how does it affect the labor demand? The labor demand will go down because no business there. Okay, so the government policy will affect mostly will affect the labor demand or the labor supply of the company. And normally the government policy is one of the most important factors. Okay. So another factor is the economic development, the level of the economic development. If the economic is developed, will the labor demand go up or go down? Up or down? If the economic development is increasing, is going up. Yes, very good because more people will open their business. Okay, so they need more people. Very good. How about the business environment? Yes, Nghĩa, ask me. Tell me.
I want to talk about the level of economic development.
Okay.
If the economic development is not mean that the companies will need more employees. If the economic development come from the trends of technologies, I think maybe it could be a decrease in uh, labor demand.
Okay, very good. But that is the technology factor. When we talk about the economic development, so it means so we have some companies, some countries that is developed country. Vietnam is a developing country, and then we have some other countries who are underdeveloped. Okay, so if you operate in the countries that has the developed or developing economics, so it means you have the potential. The company or the investor will see the potential to get better to develop, and they will try to expand their business.
Yes,
And so that is the development of the economics, not the technology. Okay. Okay. So how about the business environment? If the business is stable, will the labor demand go up or go down? Yes, tell me. Thành công.
I think the demand will go down because the business environment is stable and they don't have demand to hire more employees. So the demand of the company is go down.
No, stable. It means there's nothing unexpected. There's nothing unusual. So you can predict. It is easier to predict and to develop. Okay. So in that case, do you need more or less employees? Stable. It means less risk, less unexpected thing. Yes. What fact? Tell me.
I think we need more employees because in a stable business environment, the firm will have a chance to develop more fluently.
Okay.
They
Very
need, so they need more increasing in human resources.
Okay, very good. Yes, thank you. What fact? Thành công, when we talk about the stable economics, it means less risk, less unexpected things. Okay, so a company would want to develop to expand their business. How about level of technology? I think Nghĩa already mentioned, right? What happens if the company use more technology? Will the demand be up or be down? Now, very good. Why? Okay, I'm going to ask someone. Now, who I ask, if you don't respond, it means you are not here, okay? Because I don't want to talk to the same people again. Queen Trump, are you here? Queen Trump?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, tell me. What do you think about the technology? If companies use technology, how does it affect the labor demand?
I think if a company want new technology or they need more employee.
Really? If they use more technology, do they need more employees?
Yeah, because or they need to uh, let old employee go to learn knowledge about that technology.
Okay, thank you. Anh Quân, do you agree with her? Anh Quân, Huỳnh Anh Quân. Anh Quân. Okay. Long, mark anh Quân absent for me. Phương Lê, Phương Lê or Lê Phương? Tell me. What do you
Yes,
think?
I agree with her.
Why? Why do you agree with her? Why?
Em không biết diễn tả sao.
No, you have to try to explain to me. What happens if the company use more technology? They use technology for what?
Em nghĩ là I think
Try to explain. Even if you make a mistake, I still can understand you, right? So try. They use technology for what? So
they
let
use for presentation. I
you
think they use for presentations.
okay. So if they use for the presentation, does it help the employees?
What?
Does it help the employees if they use it for presentation?
Yes.
Yeah. So now employees can finish their presentation faster or not?
Yes, faster.
Faster. So now the employees can finish their work faster. So for one day, they can produce more products and service, right?
Yeah.
So do we need more or less employees?
We need more employees.
Why we need more employees? The
Um,
job that can be done in 1 hour. Okay, for example, you have a task that normally you need 2 hours to finish. Now you only need 1 hour. Now you only need 1 hour. So you increase your productivity. So do we need more or less of you?
1 hour. We need
More or less.
we need net less.
We need less. Okay. Anh, tell me. Nguyễn, anh Nguyễn.
Uh, in my opinion, I think the company needs a little employees
Okay. Yes.
when they use the technologies the technology will reduce personal and need less than without technologies because it takes less time to get the job then get li- get it takes less time to done the job with uh with with the support of technologies and the worker needs more knowledge about the technology to be able to use technologies.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So usually when the company has applied more technology, maybe the production time will be reduced. The machine, the technology, the robots might support the work of the human resource, or they even can replace the human resource. So therefore we need less employees. How about international factors? What happened if now we have more international university come to Vietnam? How does it affect the labor demand of UEH? If we have more international university coming to Ho Chi Minh City, how does it affect the labor demand of UEH? Will we need more or less teacher? We need more teacher. Why? We need less. Why? Why? Tell me. Why more or why less? Very good. Because of the competition, maybe less people, less students will go to UH, so maybe less. So maybe we need less teacher. Very good. How about outsourcing? If the company use outsourcing, how does it affect the labor demand? We need more or less employees. We need less. Okay, or maybe zero, right? Because we let another company do the job already. So that are some external factors. And then we have internal factors. Okay, we have internal factors. What is internal factors? And Joe, tell me, what is internal factors?
Internal factors is include company policies and
No.
strategies.
What is internal factors? What does it mean, internal factors?
Um, Internal factors are the things that come from the inside.
Very good. And
And you can control it.
you can, yes, very good. Internal factor is something that comes from inside the company. You have 100% control. For example, the company policy. So what happened if UEH? We say we will open more campus. Okay, more campus. So will the labor demand be up or down? If UEH has a new strategy to open new campus in Đà Lạt, in Nha Trang, in Da Nang city, for example. Oh, very good. And then another factor is human resource policy. So what happens if the company, they say, we will pay high salary to our employees. We will provide produce many provide many benefits to the employees. How does it affect the labor supply? Would you want to work for the company that gives you high salary? Yeah, so it will affect the labor supply. Okay, what else? Some other factor, for example, the trade union. If your company is a member of the trade union or trade associate, so it increase the reputations of the company. So, do you want to work for a company that has the high reputation? Yes or no? Yeah. So the labor supply will be up. Okay. So you analyze this factor, the external factor and the internal factor, and you make the conclusion. So what kind of conclusion now in the future? Will we have what happened? We make a conclusion whether the labor supply will be higher than the labor demand or not. Which one will be more, the labor demand or the labor supply? Okay. We focus the labor supply, we focus the labor demand, and we compare them. What happens if the labor supply is higher than the labor demand? What happens if the labor supply is higher than the labor demand? Yes, Nghĩa.
I think more labor will be unemployed.
Yeah. No, no, that is something we do not know yet. But we know for one thing that we will have the situation of the labor surplus. What does it mean? We will have more labor than we need. Okay, when the labor supply is higher than the labor demand, it means we have more than we need. Okay, it will lead to the situation of the labor surplus. So now, what happens if the labor demand is higher than the labor supply? If what we need is less than what we have, oh, sorry, if the labor demand, what we need is higher than what we have. Very good. So it is also the end of step one. We try to determine in the future whether the company will have a labor surplus or a labor shortage situation. Okay. So, any questions about step one? Yes or no? No. Okay, very good. So, now after step one, what do? We will have to go to step two. We set the goal on what to do now. If we have a labor surplus situation, what come to your mind first? What should we do? What happen if we have too many employees? What should we do? We need 5, but we have 10. So what should we do? We downside. What does it mean, downside? What does it mean, downsize? Decreasing the size of the company. Okay, basically we fire some people, right? Okay. However, that is not the only option. There are some many other options. For example, we reduce the work hours of the employees. Example, we ask the employee to retire earlier. Or we have many other things to do. Similar, if we have the labor shortage, happen if we have a labor shortage. What happen if we have 5 employees, but we need 10 employees? We can outsource very good. What else? We have we have 5, but we need 10. So what should we do? Outsource or overtime, very good. We hire, very good. So you see, there are many options of what we can do. So now we will do a short discussion. Okay, there are for each situation, surplus or shortage. I give you 3 options. For example, for labor surplus, there are downsizing, reducing work hours, and early retirement. With labor shortage, we have overtime, temporary workers, and outsourcing. What you have to do now, each group, you will choose one option and you explain to everyone what is the options about. Okay? So I give you 1 minute to discuss, and then each group you will choose one options from group 1 to group 6. Okay. How many groups do we have? 5 or 6? I think it is 5, right? We have 5 groups. Okay. So each of your group, you choose one. Okay, group 1, what do you choose? Downsizing. Okay, very good. Group 2. Temporary workers. Group 3. Okay, group 4. Why? What happened, fact? Group 4. Okay. Four. Okay. Okay. Five. Downsizing. Did anyone choose downsizing? No, the five. Downsizing is already taken. Five. Early retirement. Okay, very good, everyone. We take a break now, and when we come back, I will give you another 5 minutes to discuss. Okay, fact, don't be upset. Okay, life is like that, so don't worry. You'll get used to it later. Yeah. Okay, good luck. We take a break now. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss.
Yeah.
Can you repeat what we have to do with those techniques?
Okay. So you explain what is downsizing, what is early retirement, or what is reducing work hours, for example. How to use that option to deal with the labor surplus or the labor shortage. And maybe some negative impact, some negative effect of the options. Okay? Okay, Thảo?
Yeah, we got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, good. So we take a break now. Okay.